been a few days since I last picked up the camera to vlog. I just finished my work for the day. I finished later than I wanted to. I wanted to go to the grocery store. I'm addicted to going to the grocery store. After being in Korea, an American grocery store is like a fair to me. I love seeing all the snacks. I love buying the snacks I used to eat. I wanted to go to Wegmans because I haven't been there in a while, but it's now the time that everyone gets off of work, so I don't want to risk it. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and go on a walk with Benson. Oh, I should not have said walk out loud. But I wanted to give some reading updates quickly. I'm still reading Daughter by Claudia. Let me get it. I'm really enjoying it, but the last few sections have kind of stressed me out because some of the characters are so frustrating and just make me so angry. I was hoping to finish this in January so that I could review it in my January reading wrap-up video, but I don't think that's going to happen. If I do finish it in January, it will be my favorite of the month. If I finish it in February, I don't know. I also started listening to a new audiobook on my walks. It is Stay True by Hua Shu. So far, I'm liking it. I don't know if I like the narrator's voice. Who is the author? You know what? Pretend I didn't say that. But I am liking the prose. Maybe I would have liked it more if I read it. This was recommended to me by Ryan, City Elf Reader on TikTok and on Instagram. I think he told me that he alternated between reading it and listening to it, which is maybe what I should have done. But yeah, that's what I've been up to reading wise. It's kind of warm today. It's like 50 degrees, but I don't have any 50 degrees type jackets. I like my lip color. It's the Doan RMS collab. Unbelievably tired today and I have a headache, so I might go to sleep early. But I want to show something first. This is my recent favorite perfume combination, sleep perfume combination. I use Lush's Butterball, and I'm so sorry, but I think this was limited edition. However, Lush always brings back their limited edition products. This smells so good. It smells like shea butter and vanilla. I'm almost out of it, which terrifies me. I like to layer this with Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. This is such an interesting perfume because it doesn't really smell like a perfume. I'll spray it and think, wow, that smells amazing, and then it just disappears. But there's something there. I think there's only one ingredient in this. It's Cetalox. I know some people are nose blind to this, but I like it. And this with Lush's Butterball is so good. Such a comforting, cozy scent. That's what I've been wearing nearly every night in January. is what it looks like in sunlight, or whatever sunlight there is today. He is not feeling it today.
You're so sweet.
I think I'm gonna go to Wegmans today and just see like what's up. I don't really go to Wegmans. I just want to see like what's going on over there. I really like Trader Joe's, but the Trader Joe's in my area are always packed at all times. It's just such a mission. And there are certain things I want to buy at Trader Joe's. So yeah, let's try Wegmans today. Because it's a rainy day today, I really leaned into smelling gourmand. Like, I used my vanilla birthday cake philosophy body wash. I used my caramel vanilla body lotion by Arena. So I'm gonna get dressed, and then I think I'm going to wear Vanilla Haze by Fugazi. Ugh, it's just such a good scent. I don't think it's that cold today, despite the rain, so I'm not gonna wear a sweater. I'm just gonna put a coat on top. I don't have any raincoats, which sucks. I always get asked about this coat. It's from Facade Pattern. It's a Korean brand. And I bought it from Beaker in Korea. I think you can order it online. I got it because it's 90% wool, 10% cashmere, and it was pretty affordable in Korea. I do think they mark up the price for overseas buyers, which kind of sucks. But if you're ever in Korea, I think this is a brand to look for. And I'm pretty sure I was going between the extra small and the small, and that I went with small. Let me wait a second. Oh, maybe I went with extra small. It just says 000. No, I think I went with small. I remember I was debating between extra small and small, and I went with small. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the small. I need this. This is my cart so far. Okay, so I did just finish listening to Stay True by Hua Shu as an audiobook. I think it's just not possible to critique someone's memoir, especially when they're detailing trauma. Like, you just have to be quiet. What I will say is this is a book largely about friendship, selfhood, also Asian American identity, in a very California way, I think specifically Berkeley. I thought it was a very good book. It was touching. However, there were certain statements he made where I kind of rolled my eyes a bit. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Let me know if you guys read this, what were your thoughts on it? And what are your thoughts on critiquing memoirs? I just got a delivery, so The other day, I ordered something off of Mercari. If you don't know what Mercari is, it's where people sell, I think, used goods. Kind of like in Korea, there's Dangun. This is Diptyque's Ilio, and this is one of my favorite summer scents, if not my favorite. And Diptyque used to release this every summer. They would also get a new artist to design the cover. So this is the one from 2021. This is the hair mist. Even though I love this scent, I just never thought I needed to buy the actual perfume. But the end of last summer, a worker told me that they're discontinuing this permanently. Like, they're not going to release it next summer. He told me, like, you gotta buy it now. But I do not like the illustration from last summer. This is just how I am. I really wanted this illustration, but because this is from 2021, it's kind of hard to come by this online. On Mercari, I found a seller. She was selling her bottle for much cheaper, and she had not used much of it, so I got a pretty good deal, I think. I think this is from last summer. It's so cute. I love the iris in this perfume. The iris/orris combined with the prickly pear. I personally do not love like very aquatic, fresh, zesty scents. And a lot of summer scents are that profile. This though is like a creamy, cozy, warm sunscreen type of scent in the best way possible. Why would they discontinue this? This perfume is like a work of art. One of their best, in my opinion. I love the bottle. And then the back illustration is like this. So happy I have the set, even though they don't match. They're both cute. I bought this teak bath tray and it arrived today. And I am ecstatic. I think we should light a candle and take a bath. You guys better be trimming your wicks. I hate this thing. This really kills the vibe of lighting a candle. I think I'll use my Philosophy vanilla birthday cake. Let's eat some ice cream. Hello everybody. It's been a few days since I last filmed. I just got super busy. I did end up filming my January books though, so I think I can edit that and then post it hopefully this week. I have not been reading much lately. I've been mostly focusing on reading Daughter and also The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin. With both of those books, I really feel that I need to take a slower pace in reading them. With Daughter specifically, the plot has taken quite a heavy turn. The text almost feels dense. I don't mean like the actual text, like the prose. The subject matter feels very dense, almost claustrophobic. There are a lot of lines being crossed. There's a lot going on. I'm trying not to overanalyze the story. This is the kind of book that I do want to analyze though. That's causing me to go at a slower pace, and I'm hesitant to talk about what's actually happening in the story because I think that could be a big spoiler. I am really enjoying it though. There's a lot to think about and unpack. So I read The first essay in The Fire Next Time, My Dungeon Shook Letter to My Nephew on the 100th Anniversary of the Emancipation. I actually think Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates was inspired by this letter. Baldwin is writing to his nephew, but it's really an open letter to his countrymen, pretty much, his American countrymen. Yeah, I loved it. It's one of those pieces of writing that I read and then I text all my friends and everyone I know saying, oh my God, you need to read this. He just knows how to put things, to put it plainly. Anyways, I've now moved on to the second essay in the book. The Fire Next Time only has 2 essays in it. It's quite short. I think it's only 70 pages. The second one is called Down at the Cross. I'm only a few pages in. So far, I think it mostly deals with the state of Harlem at the time. I'm pretty sure this was written at the end of the 1950s and the beginning of the 60s. So we obviously have the civil rights movement just beginning. Baldwin, I think he's writing about how he used religion as escapism, pretty much. Basically something to keep him going, something to live for, which sounds very similar to his fiction book, Go Tell on the Mountain by him. I highly recommend that one, by the way. Yeah, so that's where I'm at reading wise. Like I said, I did just film my January favorites, so I'm gonna clean up this mess. I just finished editing that so I can post it soon. I want to curate my February reads with you guys. I already have a few in mind. And then hopefully I can take Benson on a walk before it gets dark today. I've already chosen a few books that I want to read in February. These 2 were actually recommended to me by people I follow. This one has actually been on my TBR for a while. White on White by Ayşegül Savaş. This is a Turkish author. And Ceylan, she recommended this to me. I follow her YouTube and her Instagram. And then Bone Black, Memories of Girlhood by Bell Hooks. I saw G, aka Sunday in the Library, recommend this. She said it's a good companion book for Sula by Toni Morrison, and I loved that book. It was one of my favorites from last year, so when she said that, I immediately ordered it. So far, my February TBR, just these 2 books, and then of course, Daughter and The Fire Next Time, I hope to finish in February. I'm gonna change out of this sweater, and then let's go on a nice walk. It's a new day and I feel much better today. I think I slept for like 10 hours last night. I went to bed super early, maybe at like 9 o'clock. The tension headache is gone, thankfully. I just filmed some short form content for TikTok. I went over my February TBR or my February hopefuls. I'm always hesitant like what I should share on YouTube and what I should share on TikTok because I don't really want the content to overlap too much. Because for people who watch both, I fear that could be very boring and repetitive. I know I showed White on White and Bone Black, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, but I have more. I want to read My Dog Tulip by J.R. Ackerley very soon. I would really love to make a video recommending books that kind of center around human relationships with animals because that's one of my favorite things to read about. I really loved Flush by Virginia Woolf, Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk. The UPS man is here with my Lush order. They still have their Christmas stuff 50% off. Anyways, this sounds like it's going to be unbelievably touching. It's a bittersweet retrospective account of their 16-year companionship. For a German Shepherd to live for 16 years, that's wow. I also managed to buy the older NYRB cover. The new cover is also cute, but it's a cartoon and it also says now a major motion picture, like a sticker, but not actually a sticker because you can't remove it. Okay, this one I saw Arden post a video on TikTok talking about this and I immediately purchased it. So this is called Abortion, Our Bodies, Their Lies, and the Truths We Use to Win by Jessica Valenti. I think this will give me some data, some factual information to dismantle some incorrect beliefs about abortion. And it's much shorter than I thought, so less daunting of a nonfiction read, I think. Hopefully I can get to this in February or sometime soon. These are the two I talked about the other day. I mentioned somewhere that I wanted to read The Count of Monte Cristo for 2025, and that's going to be like my big book. I also want to get to The Brothers Karamazov. I don't think this is as big as The Count of Monte Cristo. It's about 800 pages. Okay, like 900 pages in this edition. This is not a normal book size, and the pages are paper thin. I'm pretty sure this is the last novel by Dostoevsky I have yet to read. The last novel I read by him was The Idiot, and I didn't love it. I liked how it ended, but I didn't love being in the midst of The Idiot. I'm excited. Later tonight, I will show you guys what I got from Lush. I'm back. I went to Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. Okay, I don't remember buying that much stuff from Lush. I just picked out some stuff that was 50% off. So I'm unsure why it came in a humongous box like this. The peanuts. I know these peanuts dissolve in water, but there are so many. What body of water can I put them in? Penguin's Christmas Party. Merry Christmas box. This Christmas Eve. This is Bear Hugs. I think that's it. I am now fully stocked with Christmas bath bombs. Goodbye. Breakfast? Show you these pickles because they were out of Grillo's pickles chips when I went, so I got these instead. Foul. Who makes this? I like it. I like this one and banana cream. So I, along with everyone else, saw that I forget the publishing house, but they're going to publish a series of notes that Joan Didion wrote, I think back in the 90s. She wrote them after her sessions with her psychiatrist, which I think is something many people do when they see a therapist or a psychiatrist. They kind of rifle through their thoughts, and then perhaps those notes are revisited with their doctor. So these notes were found by her literary trustees in her desk after her death, of course. They were in an unmarked folder that was only addressed to her husband. So I just think maybe she did not mean for them to be seen by the public. It just feels very invasive. I almost feel like that's breach of doctor-patient confidentiality. You know, Joan Didion was a writer. I think that was her medium to sort through her thoughts. I'm similar. I can express myself better through writing than through speaking. Even though Joan Didion was an amazing writer, I don't think every piece of her writing needs to be seen. And also the fact that this book, I think, is called Notes to John. Notes to John. Not to us. I got so many messages asking if I'm going to read this book, and no, I probably will not. It just kind of gives me the ick. It feels a bit disrespectful unless those literary trustees come out and explain further why they're choosing to publish it and perhaps state that they did have permission, you know, maybe then I would read it. But I don't think that would happen because I think they would have already stated so. But yeah, I think it was last year there was that controversy with Gabriel Garcia Marquez's book, after August, until August. I didn't read it, but I remember hearing about it. I loved 100 Years of Solitude. I loved also, there was another one I read by him about like a priest, and it was romantic. But yeah, tell me, how do you guys feel about this? For me personally, I think we should respect the author's wishes, especially in the case of Gabriel Garcia Marquez. He explicitly, I think, stated that he did not want that book published. In the case of Joan Didion, where I think it's unclear, just don't publish it. We don't need like a telescope and be looking into Joan Didion's sessions with her psychiatrist. No matter how much you love Joan Didion, like no one has that right. Anyways, oh, I also wanted to mention on TikTok, I recommended My Dungeon Shook by James Baldwin, which is a short, like 5-page essay. It's a letter to his nephew. It's also an indirect letter to his countrymen. And I got a DM on Instagram, I think from a young person, and they asked me why I love James Baldwin so much when he is mostly writing about, I think, African-American identity. If I can find the DM, I will put it on the screen. However, I did post yesterday that I don't know how to parallel park, and I got hundreds of messages from people telling me they also cannot parallel park and that some also cannot drive. So I may not be able to find it, but I'll try. I personally love reading widely. I like to read a variety of authors from different countries, different racial backgrounds, different ethnicities. I like to read books that have been translated into English. I think there is no harm in hearing other people's perspectives and also hearing about their experiences in this world that we all live in. Also, I am American, and I think it's so important for Americans to know about African American history, what has occurred in America, our history, our patterns, even not just for Americans. I know many people around the world love James Baldwin's writing and resonate with it. On top of all that, I do think James Baldwin is an amazing writer. He is in the canon of American literature. I think for sure his work is requisite reading for anyone. I also recommended that essay because February is Black History Month. I thought about making like a video recommending African American authors for Black History Month, but I don't know, I didn't want to detract from Black creators doing so. Yeah, so that essay was just my small recommendation. Anyways, guys, I'm in a curating mood lately. I bought some stuff to organize my car. Today is such a nice day. It's very sunny. It almost looks like fall, which makes me so excited for fall. Some of you might find that crazy. Yesterday, I did not have time to read it all, but I definitely want to finish Daughter today. It's been a long time coming. I need to finish it. I only have about 50 pages left, I think, so. And I think I can also probably finish The Fire next time. I'm on the second essay, the second and last essay. If not today, then I'll definitely finish it tomorrow, maybe?